Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Aurora 4X. Now, the first 3 episodes were recorded together, so I've had a chance to go through and read comments. There was a couple things, a couple helpful tips and a couple things I forgot about. One thing I definitely forgot about, at least I'm pretty sure I did, is assigning a staff officer. So let's see, naval officers, where is it? Staff officers right here, and I believe we can, fleet. We could assign someone to the fleet headquarters, which is going to be good. It'll get you bonuses like surveying bonus, terraforming bonuses, and things like that. This clearly looks like the best person for the job. Rating bonuses. Let's see. Yeah, so we're just going to assign him as commander of my fleet headquarters. So we're going to assign right there. And we were colonizing Mars where we left off. We were colonizing Mars. Right now we have our freighter going to and from Mars, dropping off mines, because we actually do have a sizable quantity of duranium here. And I haven't decided how I'm going to get it from Mars to Earth. I think the best thing for me to do is probably just deliver a mass driver there. I don't remember if we actually put one there. We may have. No, we don't. We don't have a mass driver here, but we're starting to stockpile this stuff. So we're going to want to find a way to get materials from Mars to Earth. And we can set up a mass driver, of course, or if we want, we could wait till it stockpiles up and have assign a freighter to take care of that for us. We do have a little bit of unrest on Mars right here, and that's because we currently have a larger population there than we can support through our infrastructure. So we have population supported by infrastructure is 1.62 million, and there's 1.71 million right there. So we have a shortage of workers of about a bunch actually, 390,000 workers, and so we're going to need a more infrastructure there. And are we building any ourselves? We are building some ourselves. Does Earth have any to spare at the moment? No, summary, and we're going to look for infrastructure. I don't see it on here. Maybe not. I don't actually know. I don't see it on here. Current infrastructure 1,700. So my freighter is busy right now. We might want to set up a civilian contract to deal with that. So on Earth, we have infrastructure. Let's say 1,000. We want to move 1,000 of it. Now, why don't we just do the whole thing? 1,700. 1,700. We have a supply of 1,700. And this is source of... okay, we're going to add that to them. And then we're going to go to Mars. And we're just going to say infrastructure. And we're going to go... They have a demand for infrastructure. So we're going to add that in there. And hopefully, our... what is this? This is... Oh, the only shipping line we have right now is... Oh, looks like they do have more ships now. Launched a new freighter. So they did launch a new freighter. So we only had a colony ship before, but now we have a freighter. Unrest is increasing because of the population problem, but we'll work with that. We'll figure it out. All right, good. Look, the freighter's going back and forth, and we built our freighter. I actually forgot we had one of those. That's the problem with bulk recording. Forget what's going on. So let's see. That was just another freighter, I believe. So yes. So we have the second freighter right here. What we're going to do is just go like this. Right now it's in shipyard 2, and we can't do anything. So we'll just split it. Split the task group. All right, and then we'll give him some specific orders too. Let's have him at Earth pick up a mass driver. Do we want to do a mass driver? I guess we could do it with mass drivers. How many do we have on it? Well, how many do we have on Earth? Earth has how many mass drivers on it right now? Has 5. We only need, well, let's have it built. Let's build some more. Let's build a bunch more. Let's build like 15 more mass drivers. Create. Let's build a couple more of these. A couple more fuel refineries just to make sure. I'm going to build another spaceport. I'm going to build 5 more research labs. I'm going to just queue up a bunch of stuff right here. And there was something else I wanted to do. Let's get more automated mines because we'll need those. Let's do 50 more of those. And I'm leaving this all at 100%, so we'll do one in the next, and it's just queuing them all up. And I want to build more infrastructure. Let's build like 2,500. No, let's just do a ton, because we're going to end up colonizing the moon as well, just because it's easy. We're also going to try to terraform Mars. And we didn't do fleet orders, so let's load mass driver, then go to Mars, and we're going to unload the mass driver. Where's mass driver? Unload mass driver. Let's do this 2 more times, so there's 3 there. Repeat, so it can really crank those out. All right, and then we're going to go back to Earth and refuel. All right, so both ships are going. You can see them flying back and forth. Orders completed. Completed its orders already. Good. Good. Mars, are civilian contractors moving those thingies? Let's see, civilian status. Yeah, they are. The civilian ships are working on that. And this is something we're going to pay attention to pretty soon, because we're going to try to terraform Mars. What we basically need to do is build some terraforming modules or terraforming ship. One or the other. I heard it's better to do it from orbit, but we could also do it. We can build land-based factories as well, kind of to pump atmosphere in there. And we're going to want to pump in safe greenhouse gases so that we bring the temperature up, and then fill the atmosphere with enough oxygen to support human beings. And what do we want to do right now? Let's see. So we're not mining at a very prodigious rate right now. Did we bring regular mines over here, or do we bring automated mines over? Mines, 38. Mass drivers, 3. So we're going to need lots more mines. We're also going to need lots more people. Lots more people. Wealth and trade. They're building their own infrastructure, which is good. So mining, we're going to set the mass driver to Earth. So now Mars is going to start sending their surplus to Earth. Fuel refinery complete. Spaceport complete. That stuff builds real fast right now, and we have an inactive lab. We must have built a new one. So we're going to go expand the civilian economy. Right now we're dumping everything into expanding the civilian economy, because that will help the colonies out. Do I keep saying civilian colonies or civilian economy? I don't know. Shipbuilding rate. We'll do shipbuild. We'll just start adding them in here too. Inactive lab again. We're built another one. Let's do shipbuilding right there. Kind of dumping it in here. Inactive lab. I think we should be just about done with the labs. Yeah, research lab done. Okay, so, and add lab. Oh, did we finish? Yeah, we have tons of available labs. All right, so we are going to research our terraforming module now, because that's something we're going to be working on soon, and this is biology and genetics. We have no scientists that match biology and genetics, unfortunately. So what we're going to want to do is just grab our best person and create that to get it done ASAP. Orders completed. Freighter completed order. So I think all of our freighters are done moving stuff to and from Mars now. Yeah, it looks like it. So let's look at our fleets here. What we're going to want to do, special orders and organizations. So we're going to take this one, and we're going to move it over here. So now both freighters are in the same fleet and will operate together. And we're just going to make sure that whenever they're less than 20% fuel, they refuel at colony right there. I think sometimes I forget to I put the condition in and then forget to put the order in. All right, let's just let 1 month pass here. And what we're going to do is help out Mars a ton. Well, first let's take a look and see in those couple months that passed how much was moved over. So we still have a huge worker shortage is the problem. We need a much larger population. So we could get people here fast because the civilian colony ships are working on that. They're building infrastructure and colony over there, but I think they're pretty small ships. So why don't we give our ships orders? So let's take our freighters. Let's have them on Earth. Let's have them pick up infrastructure. Where's infrastructure? Here it is. Load infrastructure on Earth. Then go to Mars and unload infrastructure. And we'll just put that, and then we'll go back to Earth and refuel, of course. And then cycle the moves. All right, there they go. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Earth and Mars are really close together in their orbits right now, although they're getting slowly further apart. So yeah, they're working well together. And we're building a ton of infrastructure right now, so... Okay, we're building the infrastructure now. Okay, that should have actually delivered a ton to Mars in that short time. Current infrastructure is 780 or 98. That's not too much, actually. So we're going to get this much higher. We need this much, much higher. And what we're actually... Well, what do we want to do? Do we want to do it from orbit? Well... Before we do anything, before we get ahead of ourselves, we need the terraforming module complete. And that's going, we got 9 labs on that. So we can't do anything until we have the terraforming module complete, because we're going to try to terraform Mars, and we're also going to set up a colony on Luna. Terraforming module, good. So let's see, we don't have anybody in biology and genetics. And I think we did construction and production. I don't think there's anything related to there and here that we're going to need. Field production, expand the civilian colony construction, asteroid mining. This is going to be useful later because we're definitely have set some asteroid mining barges up, and some people actually suggested names, and that's the milk cow or something like that. So what do we want? What do we want? It was biology and genetics, and unfortunately, we don't have a single person in biology and genetics. So again, we could take this person who's got the 60% bonus, but won't multiply. We're going to do terraforming right here, and we're going to put everybody on that. Now, if I believe we can design a ship to if we wanted to terraform. Let's actually take a quick look. Let's go to new, and let's go to design and see if we have the terraforming module on the ship. Terraforming module base. Okay, yes. So if we wanted to, and it makes the ship huge. They're huge, absolutely massive. We have a terraforming module built straight into the ship that will produce 0.01 atmospheres per annum. So if we want to, what we can do, this ship doesn't need to be fast. We could add a ton of modules on here, but then again, now that I think about it, a ship of 250,000 tons. Now that I think about it, why don't we go to our civilian shipyard, which is going to be over here on Earth, only has a capacity of 30,000 tons. So why don't we actually start working on increasing their slipway capacity? That's going to be a good idea. That's definitely going to be a good idea. What does our stockpile look like right now? Not too bad. Not too bad. Good. So I think right now what's going to be best for us... Launched a new freighter. Okay. I think what's going to be best for us, instead of building a ship, is to just build the actual modules and send them over to Mars. I think that's going to be best right now. And you can see the Martian colony. From the beginning of the episode, it had 1.7 million men on it, and now there's over 5 million men. And we actually have enough infrastructure to support the population, which means we do not have a surplus or a deficit of workers. Which means this is working at full capacity as we're going to get right now. We're definitely going to have to ship more mines over or build more mines here. Probably be easier to actually ship them over. So why don't we go to Earth and start working on the terraforming thing? I'm not going to build, because if I'm going to build a terraforming ship, I'd like it to, I'd have to either keep it small and build a bunch, or increase the size of my slipway so I can build massive ones. And I'd rather have one massive terraforming ship, because I don't care if it takes a while to get there because it's slow. It's going to have to stay in orbit for a really long time. So what I think I'm going to do is go to industry. We're going to go to terraforming installation. And let's see, requires boronide and duranium. I have copious amounts of both of those. So why don't we build 100? No, that's a lot. That's almost all my... Let's build 25 terraforming modules. Create that. That's on Earth. And let's see how fast are these going to build. All right, it's not going to take too long to build, though. So we'll wait for them to finish up. All right. Shipbuilding rate and just increased. Good. Let's research. And we're going to put everything into this right now because we definitely want to terraform Mars. If we could terraform the entire planet, which takes a while, that's going to be very good for us. And actually, our slipway just increased, so we can go to our shipyard. I want to bring this up to at least 50,000 tons. I can do continuous upgrade, but that could get out of hand really quickly because you could really drain everything, all of your materials really fast like that. I feel like there's something else I'm forgetting right now, but I don't remember what it was. Why don't let's check a couple things real quick. Earth, that's completed. Mars, completed. Mercury, completed. Venus completed. Okay. Do we want to send teams to the other planets? We probably do. So the easiest thing to do, I think, is to, let's see, plus. Make sure we can see Jupiter well. No population. Error when generated in Aurora. Okay, so I don't think we can send a team straight to Jupiter because you can't actually have people living on a gas giant. Interesting. So what we're going to probably want to do, Pandora, Enceladus. Let's see, are there any of these that we actually want to have set up another colony on, or just automated mining places? No, they're all pretty low quantity, so I don't think that's terribly necessary right now. I was going to set up a survey team to go there, but that's not entirely necessary at the moment. It's something I'll do later, but I don't think that's necessary right now. And we already finished the terraforming rate right there. Again, matching set only, nobody. Again, we're just going to go for this guy, and we're going to throw all those labs on there. And let's see how many of those do we got. We got a bunch set up. Why don't we wait for our mold to finish, though? Shipyard modified, so we're at 50,000 tons, which is good. Probably going to want to keep that going up to at least 100,000 tons. But for now, it's fine. All right, so we're done. Now let's grab our ships, our freighters. Let's have them cancel all these orders. Let's go to Earth. We're going to pick up the terraforming modules, so we're going to load terraforming installation components. We're going to go to Mars. Venus, I hear, is almost impossible to fully terraform because of how dense the atmosphere is and how hot it is there. And we're going to unload terraforming installation components. We're going to go to Earth and refuel. And we're going to cycle until we're done with all of those. We're just going to let this loading problem reschedule the order for this. Failed to load terraforming installation components. Does it say why? Maybe the ships aren't big enough? I don't think that's it, though. We have terraforming installations of 25. And we have the ships. Why don't we try that again? Earth? Well, let's have them move to Earth, make sure they're there. Load terraforming components on Earth. Then go to Mars and unload terraforming components. Go to Earth. Refuel. And cycle moves. Failed to load. Does it only tell me that once? Because they're not. Doesn't seem to me like they're moving. Maybe they're bigger than I thought they were. I did this before off screen and had no trouble whatsoever. Let's take a look at my ships here. It's this one. 29,000 tons. It could hold a cargo of 25,000 tons. That should do the trick. I must be missing something. Huh. So how am I going to get them over there? I could design larger freighters. What do we have? What are we working? We're working on the terraforming. It's going to be done pretty soon, actually. So why don't we just wait for that to finish? I'm not sure why they won't pick those up. Maybe we can get the... I don't know if I could get the civilians to handle that. Construction factory, genetic modification center, terraforming installation. So, okay, terraforming installation on Earth. We have a supply of 25. Add contract. And then Mars has a demand for 25. Add contract. Let's see if the civilian... I mean, I wish we had more civilian shipping lines. I'm thinking maybe building bigger freighters is going to be the next thing I want to do. So let's look at power, because that's gonna mean I need more. What's it called? Bigger engines, basically. Bigger, more efficient engines to propel larger freighters. It looks like they're definitely moving to and from Mars. They're definitely doing it. So let's see if we actually manage to get anything over here. Mass drivers, mines, available workers. I don't see any terraforming modules. Terraforming installation 0. So nobody's moved any yet. They've only got one big one. And it's moving, it's moving infrastructure and not anything else. I definitely wish the civilians did a little bit more here. All right, so let's go to power and propulsion. Again, make sure we're going to get good nuclear pulse engine technology. We're going to give you 14 labs because we want those bigger engines, because we're going to need to design bigger, more powerful engines for our bigger, more powerful freighters. So again, I'm not really sure what happened there. I've done it before. I've definitely done it before, and I'm not sure why it's not working right now. Although what we could do is try setting up our Luna base. We could try setting up our moon base and see if we can't try terraforming the moon. We're behind on power and propulsion, which is why I'm kind of going into this. Gas-cooled fast reactors. Or do we want to do the engine power thing, or consumption per engine per hour? Because that's gonna come real fast. So let's get that out of the way. 3 months. Yeah, and power and propulsion. We're just gonna dogpile on power and propulsion right now. Let's do the power modifier. 3 months. So we can do that again, or we can do gas-cooled fast reactors. Let's have them work on that right now. Create. There we go. I thought that they could easily... You know what we should do? Why do we have those? Because those freighters aren't doing anything right now. Let's have them start working on Luna. So let's go to Earth. Let's start making another colony on the moon, because that's going to be easy to work with. Create colony on Luna. Let's grab our freighters. I believe we still have tons of infrastructure on Earth, so this should be really easy. Let's actually have Earth keep making infrastructure, by the way. Infrastructure, unused construction. So let's have it make 2,500 more. Create. It's easy. Like, these biodomes come easy, so no big deal here. Then we're gonna, okay, let's try this again. Maybe something on our freighters are broken, but we'll do a little test here. So we have our freighters. We're gonna go to Earth. We're going to pick up we're gonna load infrastructure. We're gonna go to Luna, show moons. Luna, and we're gonna unload infrastructure. We're just have them cycle that, because that's gonna go super fast. Freighter failed to load infrastructure at Earth. Please reschedule the order for this fleet. So something's wrong with these freighters. And I don't know what it is. They're at Earth. I must have messed something up. Why don't we have it... let's cancel these conditional orders. Let's can't take the conditional orders off, and maybe those were interfering in some way. Well, it still says here, no orders, no special orders, no conditional orders. Maybe I have to refresh. Let's close it, refresh, and bring it back up. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's try this again. Load infrastructure. Go to Luna. Unload infrastructure. Cycle. Close. Is that the old message, or was that the same message from before? Nothing. So something's wrong with these freighters. I don't know what it is. I'm sure somebody's going to figure it out for me. It seems that they seem to have broken when I put them together. Something broke when I put these guys together. They already have infrastructure in them. Is that the problem? Well, let's have them try this. Let's try this. They're already loaded up. So they've loaded up. They've got the infrastructure on there. Let's have them go to... let's just tell them to go to Luna. The only thing I'm going to tell them to do is unload infrastructure. Orders complete. Okay, so I think that's what the problem was. So we'll go back to Earth. We'll move to Earth. Let's just let that cycle. They'll go back to Earth. All right, so now they're on Earth. I think that's where we were broken. Earth, load infrastructure. Luna, unload infrastructure. Where's unload? Unload infrastructure. Earth, refuel. We're going to repeat this 100 times. No, 99 times. Repeat. Close. 30 days pass. Let's see how many trips they made to Luna. Current structure 840. 1660. All right, we're done. We're done with that. So that was the problem there. Alrighty. Now, we could... I'm wondering what's going to be more difficult, terraforming Mars or terraforming the moon. The moon's closer, so it's easier to get things to and from there, and it's smaller. But Mars already has a small atmosphere, so I'm thinking maybe let's try Mars. I kind of like that idea. So let's give our freighter... Let's do this again. Well, maybe the civilians made it over to Mars. Why don't we check that out? Mars. 0 available. Okay, that's okay. Because we already got a small atmosphere. Total atmosphere pressure is 0.01. And we need to get it up to a solid 1. So it's 1% of Earth's atmosphere. And it's 70% nitrogen, 30% carbon dioxide. And the surface temperature is pretty awful. So I think the first thing to do would be to pump greenhouse gases into here to raise the temperature, and then start pumping in oxygen to make it breathable. It's already got nitrogen in there, which is fine. And it's got a big colony. It's got a big population already. And we are making some stuff. That's good. Good. It's kind of self-sustaining now. We need more mines, though. I'm thinking Mars, yeah. So let's grab our freighters. Earth. Load terraforming installation components. Mars, unload terraforming installation components. Earth, refuel. Make sure they don't run out. Cycle moves. Research complete. Gas-cooled fast reactor technology that'll allow me to build bigger and better engines. So let's take a look at our engine tech again and see where we are. Ion drive technology. I think we're at a good point right now. So we can start stellar fusion reactor. That's new to me. For magnetoplasma drive. For engine component provides 12 power per. Okay, I like that. Why don't we keep going on that? Power and propulsion. We can't create this. Oh, we're on Mars. Let's go to Earth and create this now. You do ion drive technology. Good. All right, work on that with all your labs. Ships scrapped. Okay, so the civilians are scrapping their ships because their new technology is available, so they're being able to build their own better ships. That's good. The Defiance heading back to Earth to refuel. It's still a very slow ship. We could probably scrap that and build a better one, too. Killed in an accident. Captain Publius Sidonius. Alrighty, let's take a look at the civilians. They've got 4 ships now, some smalls, and one large. They're moving infrastructure and colonists around. I wish we had... I keep saying that. I keep wishing we had more. I'm not sure why there aren't more. I've got a game going off screen where I've got like 5 different civilian companies going, but that was also a much richer game. I actually, that was the only game I've ever started up where Luna had tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of resources on it. Only time I've ever seen the moon richly laden with resources. All right, so Mars. Summary. Annual wealth creation, population of 13 million, supported by infrastructure of 12.98. So we're a little bit ahead on that, but we do have some terraforming installations here. So what we're going to do is we're going to add gas to the atmosphere. We're going to set the maximum atmosphere to 1 because that's what humans like, and save that. Humans like. And we are going to set it to start pumping safe greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. And let's let 30 days go by. And there we go. You can see that we're starting to increase the total atmospheric pressure here. And as the terraforming installations get bigger, it's going to start going faster. And you can watch the surface temperature slowly start to rise. So we are officially terraforming Mars, and the ratio of gases is getting really askewed too. So basically what we're going to do is pump greenhouse gases into the planet until our temperature gets around, at least to the point where the planet's not a frozen wasteland. Research completed into ion drive tech. Good. And only has 20% of their fuel left. So let's have them at a conditional order. Primary. Nope, not that one. We're going to do if fuel is less than 20%, refuel at colony. All right, so that'll take care of that. Freighter has cycled orders set, but only has one order set. Probe out of fuel. What is which probe? What probe? It's not our ship, is it? No, they got fuel. Oh, they're fine. They're fine. Okay. All right, good. So we have a colony set up on Luna now. It's not that big yet. We shipped over tons of infrastructure, and we're just going to let the civilians handle actually moving the colonists there. And we'll get Luna set up as basically just some place to trade with to generate wealth. But Mars is definitely a mining colony, and it's bigger than the moons, which is why we're going to try to... Wow, we got almost 3 million people working terraforming, so we're going to want more infrastructure here too. We're definitely going to try to terraform the whole planet. It's going to take a long time. The atmosphere is thin, and it's cold here, so it's going to take a lot of time. And I could do this with a ship, but I haven't designed and built that ship before, so we're just going to do it with the terraforming installations. So everybody, if you have enjoyed this episode, just drop me a like, leave me those comments right down below, and if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Aurora 4X, just subscribe to this channel, and I will see you next time.